Hi everyone, this is an overview of what to expect today for Wednesday, September 23rd. The first thing you want to do is CNN 10. Take notes on CNN 10, and if you have an opportunity, please go back to Mondays and rewatch it, or go back to Tuesdays if it was choppy. Next, what you'll be doing is, so after CNN 10, you'll be going into Power Up and Silent Sustained Reading. I hope to have the reading log up and that there's no glitches. So do the reading log 5 minutes before Silent Sustained Reading ends. What you might want to do is find a timer somewhere, or I don't know. But if you have a timer, make sure you time yourself for 25 minutes, and also 25 minutes for Power Up, as I can check who's doing what. After your reading, you're going to read some more. So you're going to go into readworks.org, and this is the setup. So first, go on this link, or click on the link, enter the class code, which is right here and also right here. You're going to find your name, and you're going to provide your temporary password, 1234. Then you can change it. I would highly recommend changing it to your student ID number. Otherwise, we're going to have a lot of issues. So make sure you change it to your student ID number so that you're set for the rest of the year when I ask you to use readworks.org. Everybody has a different reading, so please take a look at this list to see what reading you have. Each of these readings has comprehension questions, so please finish those comprehension questions after you have read the text. Some of us are trying to get the points. You will not get points if you get all zeros on the text. That means you haven't read. So keep that in mind when reading, and it's not everybody, it's just a couple students that I can tell you're not necessarily always reading. Part 2 would be the following. When you are done, if you are still within this time frame, I want you to at least read one more assignment. So, and it's an assignment of choice. So what you'll do is go into the upper left-hand corner and look at, beside assignments, look at library. You will find a multitude of different options to read from. You'll pick one article that's informative, and it will go into your reading log. So we will collect different readings for your reading log, and by the end of the year, you should have a list of items that you've read from readworks.org. So these are the most popular ones. After that, you'll take a little break, or well, you're at home, so take your break in between whenever you need to. But remember that timing is of importance, and it goes by fast. From 9:50 to 10:20, you will have your book, your Math Big Ideas book, to work from. These are the pages that you need to do. This is a review, so it should go fast. If you find yourself being stuck on this, you will have to join my small group at the end of the day. There's already a couple students that I need to see at the end of the day to review the math concepts. But this is definitely a review. This also follows the textbook that you were given at the beginning of the school year. So if you look, it's from chapter 5. It's section 5, chapter 5. So it actually has more information in the book if you need the bigger book, the hardcover. For this book, the green one, it's a consumable, so that means that it has perforated pages inside, and you can technically take them out, but we want to keep it all intact, and you're allowed to write on it. For attendance today, I will ask you to show me one of the pages. I will call your name, and instead of saying si se puede, you're going to hear for a page. So if I say 101, you have to show me that page. So I'll probably most likely mix it up. I might start with the first page. I might start with the last page. You need to make sure that you complete this as part of the main, this should be one of the major assignments that you focus on before you see me. So if you wake up a little late and you're listening to me in my video, you better start on this, I would recommend, versus everything else. If you lost your green book and, oh, I don't have it, Mrs. Garcia. Well, if you go to Teams, yesterday, September 22nd, around 1 o'clock, I think it was around 1 o'clock, I posted it on Teams. So I know that there's one of your classmates asking me, what's this? Well, there's a note that says, do not touch this until Wednesday. So that would be a PDF of the content that is in this book. If you need that content, it is a PDF that is on Teams, post. You will open it, and then on a separate sheet of paper, write your responses. So really, there's no excuses as to not doing this unless you're not paying attention, and unfortunately, that's a grade. So from 10:20 to 10:30, you will then take a break. And then after that, for 30 minutes, you'll go into the Wakelet. That is it's our class Wakelet. Your parents received Class Dojo on this, so they have access as well and should have seen some of the work that we've been doing. So you'll go to Wakelet and you'll open up the PowerPoints that we've been creating, or they're PDFs actually. You will look at about 5. I would say the golden rule is 5. 5 different Hispanic influencers, and I want you to read through the information that your classmate provided and get to know some of the people that make up the Hispanic community that have made changes. So once you are done looking through them, you should be taking notes, by the way. You will write a summary from 6 to 8 sentences long, and then read your summary in a Flipgrid. Here's the Flipgrid information, here's the Wakelet information. If all else fails, I can't get into Wakelet, Mrs. Garcia. What do? Then look up Hispanic people that have made changes in the world and answer the question, how have these people made or make the world a better place with their influence? Please do not talk about your person. Talk about your classmates. Their presentations, not yours. Next, from 11 to 11:30, you will be looking at vocabulary from the week. So here are the attachments of the vocabulary that you did as a group. You have the definition, the synonyms, the picture representation. And basically what you'll do is you'll pick one of these items to do, and you'll do 5 of the 5 words. So option 1 is to create a meme for each vocabulary word. When creating the meme, the vocabulary word meme has to relate to the definition. It can't just be a random meme with the word on it. It has to be relatable. So remember when I went back to the memes with you, some of the figurative language memes weren't making sense because they weren't exactly what was wanted. An example of a meme would be like if I had bracero, it might be like maybe like someone picking fruits. So you think life was easy or something. I don't know. Braceros work really hard for this nation. Something like that, like a slogan. And it relates to braceros because there's fruit in the background. The person's working really hard. Maybe like there's some images related to like them being from another country and coming to the U.S. That's one option. Everything you do will be on a Word document. So what I am asking you to do is copy and paste the image instead of giving me the links. Please copy and paste, or try to copy and paste the pictures that you generate. So that means right-clicking, clicking copy. So right-click on the picture that you create, click copy, and then click paste on a Word document. And do that for all 5. The next option is creating a story with all 5 words that make sense. Nothing random like the jalopy populated no, that doesn't make sense. Okay? The third option is finding the words in the book, The Circuit, and I remind you that it's on page 37 in Facing Challenges. Copying the sentence in which you find the word, and then explaining what the sentence means in the sense of the context, explaining what the sentence means and relating it to the word that is in the sentence. That's your vocabulary word. Last but not least, if you want to create a rap song, please write it on a Word document. Later on, if you feel the need to sing it to the class, I'd love to hear you sing or to rap. And then from 11:30 to 12:10, it's your lunch time. And 12:10, we'll meet as a class. Remember, I will be checking the math assignment first as your form of roll call. Lastly, from 1 to 2, we're not working on missing business because you had time in the morning. You will be reviewing math concepts from 1 to 2 in your small groups, which is like your UCSD group, your UCLA group, your UCI group. And then I will talk to a small group myself and try to help them for the math test on Thursday. And that's basically what we're doing. So you guys are amazing, and I know that you'll get this done. If all else fails, please make sure you do your math. That's the number one most important thing. Also, your science experiment will be due today. The lab report is very important that you double check it. If you watched a video on how to prove that hot water, it has more energy than cold water, you need to thoroughly explain what you mean by the video. Like, what did they do in the video? So I don't want to just see that you watched a video. I want to hear what they did in the experiment. Good day and good luck. I will see you at 12:10.